Hello guys, Grayton here. Oh, my fucking microphone is the other way around. Okay. Hello guys, Grayton here. Welcome to another Minecraft video. This time I'm playing a different mod pack than the Horrorcraft or fucking Meg. Was it Giga Chad? Mega Chad? Big Chad? Something like that. I'm playing RPG type of mod pack. So, okay, choosing my origin. I can be a human. A regular human, your ordinary Minecraft experience awaits. Let's be something completely different. Avian. The avian race has lost their ability to fly a long time ago. Now these peaceful creatures can be seen gliding from one place to another. So the advantages are featherweight, which allows me to fall gently to the ground as a feather would, unless I sneak. So that'll give me full damage, I assume. Fresh air. When sleeping, your bed needs to be at an altitude of at least 86 blocks, so you can breathe fresh air. So that would be kind of a disadvantage now. Like air, modifiers to your walking speed also apply while you're airborne. Tailwind, you are a little bit quicker on foot than others. Oviparous, whenever you wake up in the morning, you will lay an egg. And vegetarian, you can't digest any meat, which for me, that's a big disadvantage considering I tend to mostly kill animals in Minecraft and I'm not big into farming. Unless I'm playing Farmcraft SMP, but that hasn't that SMP has ended like years ago now. I can be a goblin. Uh, Conniving and greedy goblins excel in one-on-one combat and gain more loot from any mobs that they kill. Although their small size becomes an issue against groups of foes. So abilities and advantages and disadvantages. Cunning. Goblins are cunning creatures. Their attacks do more damage than other creatures, and they gain more loot from killing mobs. Frail. Being small has its drawbacks. Goblins' max health is reduced, as their small size makes them prone to damage. Greedy. Goblins have a naturally greedy disposition. Anything gilded gives significantly more benefit to them than it would to others. Nippy. Although short, goblins are most certainly not slow. Moderate increase to base movement speed and stunted. Goblins' poor diets and genetics prevent them from growing as tall as other creatures. So the goblin actually seems like a fairly decent class to choose, but I will look for other ones. High Elf. Elves are intelligent, long-living residents of the forest. Their skills in archery prove useful from afar, but their frailness becomes an issue up close. Firebolt is, okay, primary active ability using G. Okay, shoot out a flame bolt that will light your enemies on fire. Forest vision. Centuries of living in the forest has given the elves far better perception in the dark than most. Hypersight. Elves' enhanced perception allows them to keep track of an enemy for a while after hitting them, even when they aren't in view. Towering. Elves are substantially taller than the average human. Despite this, they are just as skinny. Steward. Elves live off of the forest and its fruits. Their digestive system cannot process meat, so that's another big disadvantage for me because again I do depend on meat in Minecraft. Spindly, owing to their slender nature, the heaviest armor elves can wear is chainmail, so that's another big disadvantage because I like that heavy armor. Jump master, high elves being so tall can also jump quite high as well. I feel like high elves would be a decent one to choose. But again, my problem would be with the chainmail and food. Arachnid. Their climbing abilities and the ability to trap their foes in spiderwebs make the arachnids perfect hunters. Climbing ability, you are able to climb up any kind of wall, not just ladders. Master of Webs. You navigate cobwebs perfectly and are able to climb in them. When you hit an enemy in melee, they get stuck in cobwebs for a while. Arthropods stuck in cobwebs will be sentenced to by you, you are able to craft cobwebs from string. Carnivore. Your diet is restricted to meat. You can't eat vegetables. Fragile. You have 3 less hearts of health than humans. All of these sound so interesting. Elytrian. Often flying around in the winds, Elytrians are uncomfortable when they don't have enough space above their head. Winged. You have Elytra wings without needing to equip any. Gift of the Winds. Every 30 seconds, you are able to launch about 20 blocks up into the air. Aerial combatant. You deal substantially more damage while in Elytra flight. Need for mobility. You cannot wear any heavy armor. So basically, chainmail is the limit. Claustrophobe. Being somewhere with a low ceiling for too long will weaken you and make you slower. That's another big disadvantage for me. Brittle bones. You take more damage from falling and flying into blocks. Again, I tend to fly into blocks and fall a lot in Minecraft, so that's another huge disadvantage one. Shulk. Related to shulkers, the bodies of the shulk are outfitted with a protective shell-like skin. Hoarder. You have access to an additional 9 slots of inventory, which keeps the items on death. That is a handy one, considering I die a lot, and I tend to hoard a lot of stuff in Minecraft. Sturdy skin. Even without wearing armor, your skin provides natural protection. Strong arms. You are strong enough to break natural stone without using a pickaxe. Unwieldy. The way your hands are formed provide no way of holding a shield upright. That's a disadvantage, okay. Then again, I don't tend to use shields a lot. You exhaust much quicker than others, thus requiring you to eat more, so large appetite, okay. Slime folk. Being a slime folk, you are made of green slime, stronger in their natural habitat than swamp. What? Stronger in their natural habitat, the swamp. High jump. Being a slime gives you the ability to jump higher 2 blocks. Translucent body. Your body is made of green slime. It's a cosmetic thing. That's cool. That's cool that they actually have those cosmetic little things. Swamp creature. You are born in the swamp and staying there makes you feel better. Slime size. You are really small compared to most creatures. 1 block height. Lower health. You have 8 full hearts, 16. Okay, 16 health. Acrobatics. You never take fall damage no matter from which height you fall. That is cool. Oh, I like that. I like the slime folk. The biggest disadvantage would be the size, I feel like. Although I don't know what feeling better in while staying in a swamp, I don't know what that really means. Yeah, so the low health is the only disadvantage, and the height actually, yeah. The priest. Priests weren't rich like the bishops. They were generally the head of a church. They often wore long black gowns. Powers above. You start your adventures with a few items from your best friend, the paladin, who gave his life for you and your church. They had experienced battles, lapis lazuli, and a holy locket. Nimble, you have exchange speed from the blessing from above. Vegetarian, you can't digest any meat. Acrobatics, you never take fall damage no matter from which height you fall. Weakness, undead will cause you to be weaker. The priest seems fucking OP. Hold on. So you start with experience bottles, lapis lazuli, and holy locket. I don't know what that means. You have enhanced speed. Your acrobatics, that means you don't take fall damage. Doesn't matter what height. So that is fucking wild. Plantamancer. Plantamancer. Also known as floramancers, plantamasters are people who use the power of nature, specifically plants. They do not simply use them as appendages, as most druids do, with spells like Druidcraft or Entangle. Origin made for my wife, subject to... Aww. That's actually adorable. Poison ivy vines. Send out a vine that applies poison to the target. Plant caretaker. Shift or right click plants with an empty hand to make them grow. Recross, heal when in water, flammable, take extra damage from fire and lava, light deprivation, weakness when in low light levels, blissful light, boost speed during the day. That is another another OP one in my opinion. So you have an ability that poisons enemies. You can make plants grow faster, which, you know, for me that doesn't really like matter that much. But let's say I'd be playing like Skyblock or something like that. That would be quite an advantage here. Healing in water is another like crazy like advantage. Okay, feline. With the cat-like appearance, the feline scare creepers away. With the dexterity of cats, they always land safely on their feet. So acrobatics, so that's the no fall damage. Strong ankles. You're able to jump higher by jumping while sprinting. Okay. Velvet paws. Your footsteps don't cause any vibrations which could otherwise be picked up by nearby life forms. 9 lives. You have 1 less heart of health than humans. Weak arms. When not under the effect of a strength potion, you can only mine natural stone if there are 2 other natural stone blocks adjacent to it. Oh. Cat-like appearance. Creepers are scared of you and will only explode if you attack them first. Nocturnally, you can slightly see into the dark. That is an OP one. Okay, so you scare off creepers, no fall damage, jump, like, like fucking higher jumping, not being heard by like enemies by walking. So that I assume that also includes the warden, which is fucking wow, that's wild. The disadvantages one heart less, which is honestly not even that bad. Um, the weak arms one is a weird one, and having a slight advantage in darkness when not in water. Oh, that's a wild one. Nice. Someone who is given a special honor and the title of Sir by the King or Queen of England. They were made, dubbed a knight. Skofnung. One of the most famous swords in Icelandic literature. Skofnung first belonged to the legendary Danish king Hrolf. Bro, I'm struggling with these. A damage boost. Holding the sword will give you 1.5 extra damage boost while attacking. Knightly skills. Boost in attack damage. Slow movement speed. Your movement speed is reduced. The Templar mission. Oh wait, no, sorry. Swords only, you cannot use a bow or crossbow. That's a disadvantage, but at the same time, I don't tend to use bows or crossbows, but you know. Again, the Templar mission, a book with instructions on how to repair your sword. Crescent worship. Heal and get boosted attack speed for 30 seconds. That's a cool one. The knight is actually cool. Endurian. Born as the children of the Ender Dragon, Endurians are capable of teleporting but are vulnerable to water. Teleportation. Whenever you want, you may throw an Ender Pearl which deals no damage, allowing you to teleport. Hydrophobia. You receive damage over time when in contact with water. I tend to swim a lot, so that could be a problem. Scared of gourds. You are afraid of pumpkins for a good reason. Slender body. You can reach blocks and entities further away. The only big advantage is the teleportation. Everything else seems like it's just a bad fucking choice of an origin. Sirens have an ensnaring beauty and an evil nature. Their irresistible beauty being the downfall of many a sailor. It's up to you to use this power to its full advantage. Amphibious. Sirens, being a subset of mer people, can survive in water and swim with increased speed. So basically, faster in water and water breathing. Flammable. Sirens and fire do not mix well. Any contact with flames result in instant death. Be sure to watch your step in the nether. So that's a bad one. Holy water. Sirens have regenerative powers, which are at full force when they are in the water. So, again, as I said, I do tend to like swim in the water a lot. That is a fucking cool advantage. Out of your depth, although sirens can survive just fine on land, it is not their natural environment. As such, their regenerative abilities do not apply, and any damage taken can only be healed with potions. So, I can only heal in water. That's basically what they're saying. So, if I have full hunger, and I'm on land, I cannot heal if I take damage. Prone. While sirens can regenerate their bodies, they are weak to blunt force. Melee attacks do more damage to them. Siren song. Okay. Sirens are known for their alluring calls. Press the ability button to make all mobs around you neutral until hit. Does not apply to bosses for obvious reasons. Water vision. Sirens have superior underwater vision than other creatures. So that is such a big advantage one. Because as I said, okay, so they can swim and breathe underwater. The fire damage is a seriously bad one, because if the fire touches you, you instantly die. You regenerate in water. Um, you have an ability to make like enemy mobs neutral to you, and you have good vision underwater. I'm considering the sirens, honestly. The paladin. A holy knight crusading in the name of good and order, and is a divine spellcaster from 1st through 3rd edition. Paladins were required to maintain the lawful good alignment. Protection from undead. The power of the Lord will set the undead on fire from a touch from you. So if I just like hit them with my hand, they set on fire, dried out. Heavily decreased work speed when in nether. Okay, that's fine. Holy life. Killing will guarantee holy water. You will heal a little. That's okay. That's another cool one. Better built at a price. Extra exhaustion from larger appetite. Durandal, the sword of Roland, a legendary paladin, and he has passed it down to you, to wield his powerful sword. Holding the Durandal will give you 1.5 attack boost. The Templar mission, so I know how to repair a sword. And praise the sun, heal and gain resistance as well as regeneration for 10 seconds. Only works in daytime. Paladin is another interesting one. I don't know if I'll go with that though. Deer, inhabitant of the forest and galloper of the wilds, they are serene beasts that are quite mobile. So vegetarian. Oh dear God, when low HP, you feel the urge to escape. You gain speed and weakness. Okay, that's an interesting one. So it's both an advantage and disadvantage to have low HP, because you gain speed, so you can escape quicker. First native, you were born in the land of bark and leaves, and staying there makes you feel better. Again, I don't know what the feel better means. There has to be an advantage to that, basically. I don't think there's any disadvantage in, like, let's say, living in a desert or something like that, but staying in, like, a forest basically gives you advantages, I assume. Sensitive awareness. By pressing your ability key, you detect players in a 50 block radius. If a player isn't 50... Okay. Now, I'm not playing multiplayer, so that's not really useful. Weak, you have 8 hearts, high jump, bonus jump force while sprinting. Okay, wildcat, the larger, stronger cousin of the feline. Feline grace, like all felines, you always land safely on your paws. Feared hunter, creepers will turn and run at the sight of your feline appearance. Soft paws, silent hunter. Climbing, you're able to climb up any kind of wall, not just ladders. Nocturnal eyes, when in dark places, you get night vision. Carnivore. So I can't eat vegetables, basically. Land hunter, being a land-based hunter, you exhaust more quickly in water. I don't know. I'm going with the siren, I feel like. Bird of paradise. The untamed master of the skies, the angelic ancestor of the avians. With your flexible wings, you can fly using a combination of flapping and gliding. That's the ability. Okay, angelic grace. Your mastery of flight protects you from crashing into land. Aerial combatant. Deal more damage in elite mode, a little bit quicker on foot than others. Wet wings. Being born with wings makes you incapable of swimming. Wind's blessing. You are blessed by the winds of paradise, thus are immune to slowness. Bird of Paradise is another cool one. It feels like they're a better version of the avians. Because there's no like limit to meat and stuff like that. You can't swim, which again, as I said, it's a big problem for me because I do tend to swim a lot in Minecraft. But if you have the ability, let's say, by using flapping and gliding, I assume there's a way you can easily escape water if it's not deep enough. So what I'm gonna have to like keep in mind is if I'm a siren, I need to like be cautious around land. If I'm Bird of Paradise, I need to be cautious like over water. That could convince me to using boats though if I'm a Bird of Paradise. I'll look at other ones. Wood Elf. Inhabitant of the forest. Elves are skillful in archery but weak in melee. Elves deal significantly more damage using any type of projectile than other races, so that's adept with projectiles. Forest natives who were born, so better you feel better in forests. Light armor users, so owing to their slender nature, the heaviest armor elves can wear is netherite. Only matters if you play with mods that add armor stronger than netherite. Okay, so that's okay. Vegetarians, elves put animal lives at the same value as other intelligent races. They do not eat animal meat. Or any meat, sorry. Physically weaker, elves aren't strong in close combat using swords or axes. They do less damage, okay? So I'm not going to do Wood Elf. Thief. No one questions who they fear. Once stolen an entire storage room from a clan without even being seen. Hoarder, 9 slots of inventory. Super sneaky. When sneaking, you or any armor item equipped are completely invisible. Tailwind, you are a little bit quicker. Fragile, you have 3 less hearts of health. Cloak and Dagger. No one questions a thief. They only fear what he may do. You will receive the bag of spoils and 3 diamonds that you found. Money Lover. When holding a diamond, you get speed 2. Parkour. From all your thieving days, you've grown quite strong. You do a little bit more damage on attacks. I don't know what that does with parkour, but okay. Larger appetite, you exhaust much quicker than others. Vast, requiring you to eat more. Night owl, you can see in dark. Thief is another interesting one. Demigod Umber. The offspring of a dark primordial god and a human. A dark power slumbers within you, unable to be fully utilized. Divine strength. Your divine heritage grants you might. You do 40% increased damage. Hubris. Your natural strength makes you prideful, careless. You take 20% increased damage. Umbral lineage. Regions with strong umbral energy empowers you. You take 15% less damage in the end. Dark vision. Darkness does not obscure you, and you may freely see within it. Heavenly hunger. Your stomach craves divine sustenance, and as such, you may only eat golden apples, carrots, and certain other divine foods. Divinum corpus. Your divine body is strong, granting you increased base health. I don't know. That doesn't seem interesting. Oh, I mean, I don't know. I'm stuck between the siren and the divine, the other flying one that I was. Not the avians, the advanced ones. Lumar, your home, holy magic, your weapon, the forces of darkness, your sworn enemy. Lumar's might. Justicars are blessed with the goddess holy might, granting them 350% boost in holy spell power. Dark rebuke. Anthrax rebukes the followers of his sister Lumara, shutting off his domain to you. Gain a 350% penalty to ender spell power. Holy blessing, you devote yourself to Lumara, and so she grants you a small portion of a power, you gain extra mana and cast spells 2 times faster. Guiding Bolt experts, you have owned the Guiding Bolt to its limits, able to cast it at max level at will. Fortify, bless yourself and allies in holy light, fortifying them against damage. Owner's Justarum, the weight of your oath burdens you immensely. You are 30% slower. Okay. Okay, Phoenix Knight, born in the Fire Kingdom, Pyrios, you managed to join the Distinguished Order of the Phoenix Knights. So Fire and Blade, your tenant. Infernal Blade, your weapons are infused with potent fire magic. You do bonus fire damage on hit any enemies. Damnation of Pyre. The Flame God Pyre delights in your incineration of foes in his name. Ignited targets take 60% more damage from you. Solar Eclipse. You derive your power from exposure in the sun. When not exposed, you become weakened and slower. Phoenix Renewal. The fiery embrace of your sun rejuvenates your body and spirit, while under the radius of the sun you regenerate health quickly. Endothermic. Extreme cold disrupts the flame magic cycle through your body, causing you to be more fragile. Your HP is reduced by 40% in very cold biomes. Fire magic adept. Members of the Order of the Phoenix proficient in the use of fire magic, but frown on the use of ice magic. As such, you gain 200% boost to fire magic, but an equal penalty to ice magic. Blazing Dash. Dash forward and a furious blaze, incinerating anything in your path. Whoa, how many more is there? Jesus Christ. Okay. You're born in the Wind Nation, is renowned for their excellent archers. Your hand is steady and your aim is true. Deadeye, you have trained with a bow all your life. You deal 30% increased projectile damage. Carnivore, so you eat mostly meat. Okay. Hot climate preference. You feel at home in hot climates, but in cold ones, fragile, 30% less HP. You are a dark mage from Anthrax, the Wild Land of Darkness. Dark magic bends effortlessly to your will your enemies break. Ender Affinity, Body Curses with magic. You gain 350% boost in Ender spells. Holy Rebuke. Gain 350% penalty to Holy Spell power. Dark Blessing. Pledge your soul to Anthrax, and so he grants you a small portion of his power. You gain extra mana and cast spells 2 times faster. Magic Missile Expert. You have owned the Magic Missile to its limit, able to cast it at max level. Ethereal Evasion, become one with the shadows, dodging incoming attacks. Profane Sacrifice. Anthrax demands blood in exchange for power. You have 40%. You have 40% less health, HP. Demigod Locks. Offspring of a holy primordial god and a human, holy light courses through your unable to radiate fully. Divine Strength, 40% increase in damage. Hubris, natural strength, take 20% increased damage. Loxian Lineage. Light from the heavens empowers you. You take 10% less damage when exposed to the sky. Heavenly Hunger. Stomach craves divine sustenance. Lightbringer. As the Lightbringer, you are immune to darkness and weather effects. Divine Corpus. Increased base health. Born of the Ice tribe within the nation of Frajani, you've known nothing but harsh winters and fierce battles, making you stronger. Berserker Gang. Fury Gods taking 30 increased damage, but gain 20% life steal. Chilled blades. Your chilled blades grant 20% crit chance and 50% crit damage and slow enemy hits. Reckless Fury. Deal 20% less damage. Exhaust much quicker. Uh, engine, whatever. Intense focus on offense, preventing you from using shields. Okay. Merling. These natural inhabitants of the ocean are not used to being out of the water for too long. Gills, you can breathe underwater but not on land. Hold on, I'm going toilet. Alright, okay, I'm back. Sorry, I had to go toilet. So, gills give me ability to breathe underwater but not on land. Wet eyes, your vision underwater is perfect. Aqua affinity, you may break blocks underwater as others do on land. Fins, your underwater speed is increased. Like water, when underwater, you do not sink to the ground unless you want to. Blazeborn, late descendants of the Blazeborn are naturally immune to the perils of the Nether. Fire immunity, you are immune to all types of fire damage. Nether inhabitant, your natural spawn will be in the Nether, so that's going to be a problem. Burning Wrath. When on fire, you deal additional damage with your attacks. Hot-blooded. Due to your hot body, venoms burn up, making you immune to poison and hunger status effects. Hydrophobia. You receive damage over time while in contact with water. So that's a better one. So the Siren, the flying one, or Blazeborn. Blazeborn, the only like disadvantages are you spawn in the Nether and you can't swim. Phantom. As half human and half phantom beings, these creatures can switch between a phantom and a normal form. Phantom form, you can switch between human and phantom form at will, but only while you are saturated enough to sprint. Translucent, your skin is translucent, phasing. While phantomized, you can walk through solid material except obsidian. Invisibility, while phantomized, you are invisible. Photoallergic, you begin to burn in daylight if you are not invisible. Fast metabolism. Being phantomized causes you to become hungry, fragile. You have 3 less hearts. Phantom doesn't seem that good. So you can, like what? You can fly. Saturation enough to sprint. Or maybe you can't even fly. I don't know. It doesn't say that, actually. It allows you to be invisible and phase through walls. The Piglin Brute. A stronger variant of the Piglins that uses brute force to get what it wants. Hydrophobia, so no water. Unwieldy. The way your hands are formed to provide no way of holding shield upright. Carnivore, so can't eat vegetables. Strong arms. Okay, so I can break stone without pickaxes. Soul Spooked. You are afraid of soul fire, becoming weak when near it. So, okay, that's a disadvantage. All that glitters. Golden tools deal extra damage and golden armor has additional protection. Golden equipment lasts much longer, but non-gold and non-netherite equipment break faster. Armor made from netherite gives small speed boost. Axe wielder. Gold axes and netherite axes deal more damage as brutes are efficient with them. Okay. The otter. The 13 extant otter species are all semi-aquatic, aquatic or marine, with diets based on fish and invertebrates, but with the changing climates and years of mutation lead by the head otter Blaze Kitty, they have learned to adapt and consume all foods now in an attempt to pure survival. Aqua affinity, break blocks underwater. Fins, your underwater speed is increased. Like water, when underwater, you do not sink to the ground. Unwieldy, so you can't hold a shield. Improved lungs, breathe longer in water. Aquatic predator. When fully submerged in water, you can fight at insane speeds and temporary on land. Otter God's Blessing. As a gift from the Otter God, you become physically stronger. Otter Pouch. Sea otters have flaps of loose skin under each forearm that they use like a pocket or pouch to carry as much food as possible back to the surface. Claustrophobia, so become weaker. Heart reduction, you only have 8 hearts. Mini zip tide launches you in the direction you are looking at. Must be submerged. Secondary skill. Slightly smaller. And then random. But after reading all of these, Siren. Paladin is also a good one. So Siren Paladin. Bird of Paradise. Blazeborn. And Otter. Those are the ones I'm like interested in. I don't know. Alright, so okay, I've made my choice. If this goes well, I'll probably do a second playthrough of this mod, or mod pack, I should say. So for now, I'll play as Bird of Paradise because that seems impact medium. Yeah, that feels kind of I don't know. It feels like there's a big advantage. Like you can fly and stuff, and you don't take fall damage. Um, yeah, you don't take fall damage, like crashing and stuff like that. So I'm gonna select this. Are you serious? I have to choose a Divine Blessing now. What? Okay. Let's see how many there is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, 12 actually. Okay. Uh, Ares Blessing. You are favored by Ares, God of War, and Courage. You receive his ferocious blessing. Minor boon of ferocity. Grants you 10% increased critical chance. Major boon of lethality. Upon slaying the Ender Dragon, Ares lends you a portion of his might. You gain an additional 20% crit chance and 40% crit damage. Neptune's Blessing. You are favored by Neptune, god of waters and seas. He grants you his tidal blessing. Minor boon of waves. You are strengthened by the tides. You deal 20% increase. So I can avoid Neptune entirely because I already am weak to water because of my inability to swim. Upon slaying the Ender Dragon, Neptune grants you the ability to breathe, see clearly, and mine fast underwater. Yeah, I'm not gonna take that one. You are favored by I don't know, Amaterasu, goddess of the sun. You receive her radiant blessing. Plus 5 boost to max health. Upon slaying the Ender Dragon, okay, she grants you a permanent 6 boost to max health and boosted regeneration. That seems fairly nice. You're favored by Susanu, god of storms. He grants you his tempestuous blessing. 5% boost to movement speed. Upon slaying the Ender Dragon, he grants you a permanent 10% boost attack speed and immunity to slowness. I'm already immune to slowness, so that's not necessarily that much of an advantage. Ja's Blessing. Favored by Ja, god of the sun, light, and order. You receive his radiant blessing. So, plus 5 boost to fire damage when exposed to the sun. Upon slaying the Ender Dragon, Ja grants you additional plus 10 to fire damage. Okay. You are favored by Zephyrus, god of the west wind. You receive his windy blessings. You take no fall damage and jump higher whilst sprinting. So again, I'm not really keen to using this ability or divine blessing. Because I already have wings and all that. Boreas. Okay, you are favored by Boreas, god of ice and the north wind. You receive his frigid blessing. Plus 3 boost and cold damage. After slaying Ender Dragon. He grants you an additional plus 10 to cold damage. Okay. You are favored by Athena, goddess of wisdom. She grants you her protective blessing. Plus 5 boost or armor plus 5 boost. Okay. Upon killing the Ender Dragon, Athena grants you a permanent 8% reduction to all incoming damage. That could be a nice one, yeah. You are favored by Skadi, icy goddess of the wilderness. She grants you Fridge Blessing, grants you strength. You deal 7% increased damage in cold biomes. Upon killing the Ender Dragon, grants you a permanent 8% boost to projectile damage. You are favored by Hephaestus, god of forges and volcanoes. You receive his fiery blessing. Ability to fell giant. Grants you the ability to fell giant. You gain 2% current HP damage on all your strikes. Upon killing the Ender Dragon, Hephaestus grants you a portion of his might. Your strikes reduce enemy HP to cinders with an additional 4% current HP damage. You are favored by Loki, god of mischief. You receive devious blessings. Okay, grants you a small portion of his dark magic. Increase reach, true invisibility while sneaking, and your attacks also poison your foes. Upon killing the Ender Dragon, Loki grants you the ability to blink to a thrown projectile. You also deal 40% increased damage to poisoned targets. Okay, that's not a good one. Okay, favored by Thor, god of lightning and strength. Okay, you gain +5 to your attack upon slaying the Ender Dragon. Thor grants you 8% increase to damage dealt. I'm stuck because I like Loki's one. But Athena is another good one. Armor boost. Permanent. Okay. 8% reduction to all incoming damage. Hephaestus is another good one. I'm tempted to. Ah, fuck. Athena, Hephaestus, or Loki. Loki's one is good. True invisibility while sneaking, and your attacks also poison foes. Shit. So do I prefer being able to like poison my enemies while attacking? Do I? Your weapon grants you the ability to fell giants. I don't know what that means, but gains 2% current HP damage. I'm gonna go with Hephaestus. Choose your class. Are you fucking serious? Choose your class. Bro, this entire episode is literally just me creating my character. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. Basically 13 classes. I'm not going to choose the Nitwit, obviously. Farmer. Farmers have been known to provide everyone with food for as long as anyone can remember. When harvesting crops, there is a chance you receive twice the yielding. Bone meal is twice as effective. Okay, I'm not going to go with farmers. Rancher, making the most of animals. So ranchers are able to gather many useful resources. Animals bred by you have a chance to produce 2 babies. You are able to sometimes receive more material from killing animals. Okay, miner. Miners are the most proficient at digging up the earth's treasures. You mine stone material quicker than others, so breaking blocks doesn't cause you to exhaust. Lumberjack. Trees should watch out when lumberjacks are around. You cut down whole trees at once unless you sneak. You gain 2 more wood planks from a single log when crafting. Okay, that's actually a cool one. Cook. There is no one better to prepare your food than a cook. Food crafted by you is more saturating. You receive more experience from cooking food in a smoker. Okay, that's another cool one. Valued friends of anyone, blacksmiths are able to create better tools, weapons, and armor. Equipment you create provides small buffs. Repairing equipment in an anvil costs less material. Repairing by combining equipment restores more durability. That's a powerful one, yeah. Cleric, learn how to channel the magic present in the world and use that to their advantage. As last step in potion brewing, you may refine the potion with water from a cauldron. Refined potions will have strengthened instant effects and longer lasting effect. Okay, able to achieve higher enchantment level at an enchantment table. Okay, I don't really care about that now, do I? Explorers find their way through the most difficult terrain easily and discover hidden landmarks. You start the game with a compass, a clock, and 9 empty maps. Sprinting doesn't cause to exhaust. That's a cool one. Okay, just like the explorer kit useless for me. But the being fit is actually a cool one. Warrior. Honored fighters favored sword and shield to take down their foes. Able to use each weapon to its full potential, you deal a bit more damage. You are slowed down. You are slowed down less when protecting yourself with a shield. So when I use a shield, I'm not as slow as I normally be. Also, I do a little bit more damage with weapons, so that's a cool one. One shot, one kill. All your projectiles have increased accuracy. You can move quicker than others drawing your bow. Usually known to be thieves and robbers, rogues are proficient in ambushes and stealth attacks. Your nameplate is never visible through walls even when you're not sneaking. That's useless for me. When you have been sneaking for 10 seconds, you enter stealth. While in stealth, you make less sound, steal, and that's useless for me. The Beastmaster, solitary people who prefer the company of animals. Animals you tame receive a permanent buff to their health and strength. Your nearby tamed animals also receive potion effects when you drink a potion. Okay. In general, miner, lumberjack. I'm gonna go with blacksmith. Or maybe no, because warrior is also good. I'm gonna go with warrior. Oh. Okay. Oh, would you look at that? That's cool. I've got wings. Rainbow Beach. Okay. Can't help but notice there is a witch over there. Okay. We've got villager here, unemployed. My inventory shows me... Okay, I've got the Biopedia, I've got the Animal Dictionary, I've got the Warren Book, the Runic Grimoire, Chronicles of Shadows, and Iron's Guidebook. I've also got the Ring of 7 Curses, and I've got the Enigmatic Amulet. Okay, I'm gonna check those out in a moment. Before anything else, though, I do want to... Okay, lukewarm ocean. I do want to see... Can I enter this boat without, like, you know, drowning? Can I, like... sneak into the boat? Oh, I could. No. Wait, why am I... Haha! Okay, hello. I'm here to steal stuff. What did I just pick up? Okay. Hello. They don't really have that much useful stuff. Okay, I'm gonna check out those advancements in a moment. I'm just gonna steal more stuff. So overall, I'm not gonna need these. Okay. Okay. So actually, I saw a bed here. No, it wasn't here. It was. Okay, it's here. Okay, I'm gonna take a bed. Okay, so that's not really a useful thing for me. No. Okay, so I'm gliding on all that. Okay, so okay, find an item with an apothic affix. Open your first instance loot barrel. Find an apothic. Okay, oh, that's a diamond. Can be socketed into affix items. Open your chest. Okay, okay, find a rare affix item. Find an affix item in a chest. Okay, interesting. These like mushrooms growing, okay. There's a bigger ship. There's 2 bigger ships. Oh boy, would I love to explore that. I can't help but notice that in the mini-map there is a village nearby. Wait. Okay, that was a bad one. That was a bad one. What's this? I'm in some sort of ruined, like, village. It's actually so cool. Okay, so, as I pointed out, there is a witch here. I don't want to fuck around with that. Hold on, I do have an ability. How do I use that? Q would be drop staff, or is... Oh. That's cool. Okay, so I get like a speed boost up of thing. Y would be mini-map. That would be waypoint. I is not... Oh no, I is this thing. Okay, O. I am scared to know what this is. P is, okay, L would be, yeah. K is this, J, H, G. Whoa. G seems like... Wait, hold on. Oh. Wait. Oh, that is overpowered. If I need a quick escape. Hold on, so... Yeah, no damage if I just crash like that. That is so... That is genuinely overpowered. I'm loving this. F does this, Z does this, X doesn't do anything. C is zoom, okay, V, armor set bonus, B, N, M is mini-map. Oh, not mini-map, just normal map, okay. Okay. I will probably take all the seeds that there is. Vampiric Tender Whip of Slaying. The Horse Flute. The Dormant Eye. I have a little bit too many fishing rods, so I'll just leave them here. Okay. Alright, maybe I should... Okay, I should probably, like, read the quests. So, starting with the tutorial. Enigmas. Alright, hold on, I'll read maybe the knowledge of... Okay. The world is a hostile place. Enemies increase in strength the further away from the world's spawn you travel. It is wise to explore areas close to your initial spawn to acquire loot before venturing out to face tougher enemies. Higher level enemies yield more experience, and extreme levels will drop their items. Oh. Oh yeah, I dropped something. Okay, wait. What do I not need? Oh, wait, hold on. I can equip this. Oh, would you look at that? I only have ×2 health now. Coin shop. Champion coins are valued resource gained from completing quests and other end game activities. These coins can be traded in Cisco's wares. I don't know. A section of the quest book for valued items to aid in your journey. Okay. So we've got story stuff, intermission, we've got shop, path of glory, and monarchy. What's this shop? Sin of greed, sin of sloth. What? Okay. Forbidden fruit, celestial fruit. What are all of these? Reduce world level by 50. Emperor's crown, temporal core, perfect dark 1 gem. Whoa. Belt of bracing, ring of flight. What are these stuff? Okay, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna read on that later. Food diversity. Many origins, despite placing light restrictions on your diet, will allow you to eat a wide array of prepared meals. Foods are granted diversity score, and you will gain powerful buffs based on your total score. Be sure to try many different foods to increase your score. You're able to track your diversity score and foods eaten with the food book default key is the dot. Okay. Let me see. Current foods. I have not eaten anything. Okay, so eat two types of food, I assume, gives you speed of 1. 5 gives you speed of 2. 7... Oh no, that max of plus 2. 7 gives you max health plus 2 again. 7 haste 1. 10 max health plus 3. 10 strength 1. Ah. 100 different foods. I assume it has to be different foods. Okay, that's an interesting one. Okay. Increasing your strength. There are many ways to increase your strength, but the primary way are as follows. Your skill tree will allow you to convert experience gained from killing monsters into skill points to spend on valuable passive bonuses. Default key O. Gems are items which can be found all over the world at different qualities and grant powerful bonuses when socketed into your gear. Most gear you obtain will not have sockets by default, and those will need to be added at a reforging table. Enchantments can be applied to your gear and at the enchanting table, and will also increase your strength drastically. The enchanting table can be configured in many ways to obtain very powerful enchantments. Okay. And enemies. You will encounter many powerful enemies throughout your journey. You should, however, be especially careful of these foes. Infernal enemies are creatures spontaneously empowered by magic from the fallen realm. This can occur at random to any hostile mob, granting them increased stats and special effects. These formidable foes can be spotted by the purple particle they emit. Dungeon Masters are powerful enemies who can often be found guarding chests in dungeons. In order to access these chests, you will need to they will need to be defeated. Apothic bosses are powerful enemies who drop arcane loot when killed. A special sound and notification. Okay, so there's going to be notifications when these bosses spawn. Enigmas. During the Age of Heroes, God created powerful artifacts to aid mortals. However, the mortals gained such immense power that the gods themselves became wary. A mysterious primordial deity known as Dark Ones sacrificed a small portion of the immense power to lay a curse upon the artifacts so that only those willing to undergo great sacrifice may wield them. Okay. The Dark Trials. You possess the same dark power as I, which will one day allow you to wear my equipment. The Dark One fears that which stores within you, and will make the journey harder at certain points. And so that's the Dark Trial. Okay, Trial 1 begins at the start of your journey, increasing enemy cohesion, lethality, in addition to possibility of a blood moon. And Trial 2 begins upon entering another dimension, further increasing the strength of enemies, but also the rewards gained from defeating them. Trial 3 begins upon slaying the Ender Dragon, where enemies are even more merciless, granting the chance of elite enemy appearance. So I assume that's the Dark Trials. Hold on. So I'm kind of curious about what the Ring of 7 Curses is. So it's a ring, obviously. Once forged by antediluvian god, it beckons mortals and higher beings alike with promise of untold riches and immeasurable might, be it arrogance or ignorance that leads them to believe they can harness the ring's power. Both are paid for in suffering, and extent of which once worn, it becomes a part of you. This ring will persist with you forever. Hold shift to see details, okay? You receive double damage from any source. Neutral creatures are aggressive towards you. Armor is 30% less effective. Monsters will receive 50% less damage from you. Wait, monsters receive 50% less damage from you. When on fire, you burn forever. Every death tears your soul apart. You suffer from incurable insomnia. 7 blessings will reward those who withstand. Plus 1 looting level, plus 1 fortune level, 400% experience drop, 10% plus 10 enchanting power and enchanting table. Unique drops from some creatures. Functionality of Ring of Ender. You can create and use unique relics. I don't know if I want to use that then. Enigmatic Amulet. Ever since you first stepped into the world, it resides in your possession. You still don't know its origin or purpose, whether it has any. Time slowly washes away hazy scraps of shattered memories. Memories about something important. Name is engraved upon it. Gate in Pandora. When worn as, okay, 25% mining speed. Okay. I'm gonna wear that one. That's an amulet of some sort. So, oh no, a charm. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna keep that on the side. Hold on, actually. So I've done the tutorial. Oh, okay, there's something broken here. I sense a familiar power within you. You may be able to aid me in... What? What? Did I... What? Bro, that actually did scare me a little bit. I don't know what that was for. Huh? Oh! Oh, okay. It's not necessarily a raid, it's just them kind of like coming in and... Okay. Don't really have a weapon on me now, do I? Okay, anyways. You may be able to aid me in my quest to defeat the Fell King. I take these items and begin the journey to increase your strength. I will approach you when I feel you are ready. So that gives me wooden equipment, Orb of Origin, Ratatouille, and bacon and eggs. Okay. Don't see any villager on it. Spoke a little bit too soon. It's going to steal this. Chipped Hearty Jewel. See, I don't know what these are meant to do. Wait. No, attacky. You may learn more about these. Okay. Okay, hold on. Whoop. Bro, this is so cool. What? Okay, anyways, okay, so it seems like a boss did actually spawn, which is interesting. Oh, a trident! Oh, that's actually... okay, I'm gonna... Piercing trident of the grassland. See, I'm like a big hoarder type of person, so I feel like I want to collect every single thing and just even have like a chest or something for the items. View the skill tree. The skill tree will allow you to customize your character and gain the strength required to face the challenges that await. Default key. Okay, so yeah, okay. Done. I've looked at that, yeah. So I need to what, obtain iron. Okay. Um so that's the campaign, the champion's trial. Bro, this is gonna be a crazy like series. Okay, what's this? Hold shift to see detail. It is connected to location beyond your space and time. You can awaken the eye if you wish to risk drawing attention of someone or something. I don't really feel like drawing attention to myself right now. What? Okay, we've got an axe. What can I replace? What do I not need? Bro, I feel like I need everything. Hold on. I know you guys are gonna be like, ah, bro, drop the corals. You don't need the corals. Bro, I like the corals. I'm gonna keep them. See, I don't know if I wanna build a base for myself, or if it's better to just claim a location as my own. Okay, the game is a little bit laggy, but it's understandable considering how many mods there is in this. I do like this. Isn't that a cherry tree? Blossom log. Okay. Okay. Let's... Whoa, whoa, whoa. What do we have here? No, 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 no. No, I fell into water. Okay. Whoa. Okay, that was a bad fucking idea. Okay, I'm gonna like set my bed up here. This is my respawn point. Gonna now. Okay. Boom. Drop the stick for a moment. Drop this for a moment. Crafting table. Place it here. Where's the logs? Okay, I'll replant. Why not? Okay. Don't need the twig. Not yet. Now, I will make a oak chest. Place it here. Place all of this here. The corals I'm gonna keep in here as well. Because the idea is I want to kind of... If there, like... There is like Alex's mods. That basically means I can make a zoo, which will be so cool to do in a survival world. So I'm thinking of doing that. See this? That's Blue Skies mod. Deep Aether. Nah. Mahogany looks nice, but I need to find the biome for mahogany. That's a shame. Okay, Deep Aether. How do I go to the Deep Aether? Oh, I don't know. I'll claim my rewards right now, just so that can be marked as completely done. Oh, why did I struggle with that fight? Well, anyways, I'll get the coal in here. There's only 2 coal, okay. Okay. I'm kind of curious about this tree. I don't know what that is. Archwood. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Flourishing. Okay. Oh, you can make the wood stuff. Cryptic campfire looks interesting. But I'm kind of more... Hold on. Huh. You can craft like the standard stuff with it, I assume, yeah. You know what? I will. Yeah. Yep. Iron. I'm kind of tempted to see if maybe the villagers had any sort of iron. Actually, there's a house here that I can check out beforehand. Oh, hello. Ollie. I'm hungry. He wants 5 bread and 4 apples. Well, I can give you 5 bread, but I don't have 4 apples. Okay. So you're more like just, well, like a companion of some sort? Human companion. Ah, okay. Okay, see, I'm kind of searching for irons right now. Even if there would be like an iron golem in here that I could kill, like that could be really handy. Okay, they've got a smithing table in here. I could steal that if I'm desperate. Ugh. Sorry, I forgot that I actually have to look up. But they do have an iron golem. Okay, hold on. Can I? Whoa. What? Now, where were we? See, why am I sliding? Oh my god, it's because of those roller skates. That's so funny, okay. I was so confused for a second, okay. I'm gonna have to... Ah, shit. Wait. Okay, let's try this again. I... Okay. Sweet fucking revenge. Okay, I don't need that. Ooh, 3 iron ingots. Okay. Totally worth killing that guy. Bro, that music literally scared me. Oh, a G-search, yeah, a G-searching, G-search. Yeah, G-searching table. How do I craft it? Need wool, okay. Glowstone. Okay, how do I get glowstone? Shit, I need to go to the fucking nether. Shit, so that means I'm gonna have to go, like, cave exploring. Yeah, okay, so anytime the game lags, the music just ends. Oof. That's gonna be a little bit bothersome. Oh! Swear to God, the fucking auto jump feature. Where is accessibility? Where is it? Auto jump, fuck off. Found 2 types of rubies. Huh. Whoa.